Merry Christmas! Welcome to the 2015 Christmas episode of the Witty Hour. The hour, it's not really an hour, where I convince you to buy my books. They're right there. Yep, there's 5 of them. And starting in January, there's going to be about 4 or 5 more throughout the year 2016. So, yay! Get your wallets ready. Also coming in January, we are revamping the Witty Hour. So this is the last episode you'll see shot in this format. We're keeping things up to date because you know we gays like to be cutting edge or something like that. Anyway, Merry Christmas! Hello, I'm Artie Fry, here for a very Merry Christmas installment of Meanie Say. Today we're looking again at Then the Stars Fall by Brandon Witt. This time at least, it's a review of the audiobook version. Let's get on with it. Today's review comes from Kay Burke from audible.com, a review of Then the Stars Fall audiobook. Her title, or his, I'm not sure, says pornographic. Would give it no stars if I could. You and me both, Burke. He or she goes on to say, I am not prudish and have several gay guys as close friends. Really. But think this book had too many gratuitous pornographic sections. Not possible. That were very unnecessary. Definitely do not recommend. I am surprised that Audible includes this in their selections. Well, there you have it. I've read this novel. I didn't get to chubby once. Okay, Burke, honestly, if you think that boring piece of shit is pornographic, well, my dear, send me your address, and for Christmas, Vivian and I will send you a videotape of what pornographic actually looks like. I'll even let you star in one if you'd like. Anyway, until next time, Merry Christmas and happy reading, which means you'd be reading someone else besides Mr. Witt. I am Judith P. Salt, here with another special Christmas message from God. I'm sure most of you have heard lately talks of letting Muslims into the country. And often, along with these people talking about letting them in, they accuse Christians of being racist, often using the Christmas story itself as proof. Well, let's turn to the Word of God, shall we? Let us turn to Luke, chapter 2, verse 7. And she gave birth to her firstborn, a son. She wrapped him in cloths and placed him in a manger, because there was no room for him at the inn. Pretty clear, I'd say. There is no room at the inn. Some people have said that we should ask them if they are Christians, and then let the Muslims in. That makes no sense. We don't have to ask, we just have to see. As demonstrated right here, Muslim. Demonstrated right here by the baby Jesus, not Muslim. Well, this is old, it might be a little dirty, but the new Jesuses you will see are not Muslim. No questions asked, just open your eyes. This has been another special Christmas message from God, and remember, there is no room at the inn. It's that time, the time of the show to give back, to make the world a better place. In keeping with today's Christmas theme, I will help you figure out the true meaning of Christmas. Some people tell you it was about a certain baby's birth, or about family, or maybe pretty songs. It isn't. It's about who can give the best wrapped presents. You don't want to show up, whether it's family, friends, or whoever's house, you don't want to show up with a shitty present wrapping job. You want the best one. Well, I'll help you with that. Step 1 in gift giving is to give a really good gift. Give people things they really want. Like, things they really want, not what they say they want. They might say they want a new blender. No, they don't. They don't. So, I recommend poppers, cock rings, if they have a cock. And either way, I mean, you're not going to go wrong. You're just not. Step 2 is just as important as step 1. Actually, it's more important. Step 2 is getting the right box for your present. Take that however you want. But if you don't, then you show up with this. And everyone knows, wonder what that is. Might be a sausage log. Might not be. But pretty much they know what it is. So find the right box for your present. For instance, ta-da! No one will ever know. And they'll be kind of sad that they're getting Brita filters. And then they open it up and yay! Or these little tea boxes. These are my favorite. Because you can fit little things in there. Little poppers. You know, cock rings. Those are hard to wrap individually and they look like shit. So if you put them in a handy little box, perfectly easy to wrap. Step 3 is to wrap your package. I should have mentioned in the last step, you do want to be somewhat careful in the boxes you pick. For instance, you don't want to wrap poppers, as wonderful as they are, in an iPhone box. I mean, we've all got those laying around. We don't know what to do with them. Don't do that, because then they'll be all excited thinking they're getting an iPhone, and then it's poppers, and then you fail. Finally, you take your wonderful present that's beautifully wrapped, and place it under the tree. No one will know what a wonderfully magic present you have given them until they open it in front of all their family and friends. Merry Christmas. In all seriousness, I actually do have an opportunity for you all to give back and get a little something for yourself in return. I know you guys have heard me talk about Eric Arvin. He is in need of a quadricizer. I'll show you the details underneath the video. But anyway, for anyone between now and Christmas that is willing to give $1,000 or more to that GoFundMe campaign, I will write you into one of my next novels. You can either be a recurring character in a new series that's getting ready to start, a main side character in a standalone novel, or a main character in a short story. You get to pick. But anyway, those spots are limited and actually going pretty quick, surprisingly. I'm thankful for that. I'll put the information below the video, so please check that out. And thank you in advance. I hope you've enjoyed this latest installment of a Christmas episode of the Witty Hour. And hopefully you've learned how to wrap presents, how to really view the nativity, and what constitutes something being pornographic. And hopefully you'll check out the link at the bottom of the video and get yourself in a novel. Anyway, see you next year with an all-new format. Merry Christmas. Now where y'all running off to? I'm Iris Glass, and I'll be interviewing your favorite authors come January. First up is Poppy Dennison, however you say her last name. She really should have come up with something easier to say. But I'll see you in January. Merry Christmas!